Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, cocktail hour has now come to an official close. We are now requesting all guests to please proceed into the ballroom. Once again, the ballroom is now officially open and cocktail hour has come to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Please proceed into the ballroom.
तू कहीं से परिंदों की तरह ये दिल है सफर में तू मिला दे जिंदगी से बस इतनी इल्तिजा तू आके एक दफा जो दिल ने ना कहा जान ले ये मौसम की बारिश ये बारिश का पानी ये पानी की बूंदे तुझे ही तो ढूंढे ये मिलने की ख्वाहिश ये ख्वाहिश पुरानी हो पूरी तुझी से मेरी ये कहानी ख्वाब है तू नींद हूँ मैं दोनों मिले रात बने रोज यही मांगू दुआ तेरी मेरी बात बने मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मुझे खुद में घोल दे तो मेरे यार बात बन जानी रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी तुम जो आए जिंदगी में बात बन गई इश्क मजहब इश्क मेरी जात बन गई पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें रब ने मिलाया तुम्हें होठों पे सजाया तुम्हें नाकों में सगाया तुम्हें पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें सबसे छुपाया तुम्हें सपना बनाया तुम्हें नींदों में बुलाया तुम्हें तुम जो आए जिंदगी में बात बन गई सपने तेरी चाहतों के देखता हूँ अब कई दिन है सोना और चांदी रात बन गई हो तुम जो आए जिंदगी में बात बन गई पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें रब ने मिलाया तुम्हें होठों पे सजाया तुम्हें नाकों में सगाया तुम्हें पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें सबसे छुपाया तुम्हें सपना बनाया तुम्हें नींदों में बुलाया तुम्हें तूने जो देखा है तूने जो जाना है हूँ भी नहीं भी हूँ मैं वो चाहोगे तुम जैसा हो जाऊंगा वैसे चाहो तो वादा ये ले लो तुम एक मुसाफिर हो मैं कोई राह अनजानी तुम एक मुसाफिर हो मैं कोई राह अनजानी मन चाह मोड़ ले तो मेरे यार बात बन जानी रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मुझे खुद में घोल दे तो मेरे यार बात बन जानी रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी मैं रंग शरबतों का तू मीठे गाढ़ का पानी
Let's go, you already know.
मेरी आशिकी
चाहूं मैं या ना
2013, you are now rocking with the best.
तेरी खता है मेरी जिया सुन रहा है ना मेरी बातों में तेरा जिक्र सदा
तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो, चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो।
Let go, let go, let go. Let go.
वक्त भी ठहरा है, कैसे क्यों ये हुआ, काश तू ऐसे आए जैसे कोई दुआ।
ये जो मिट भी गया तो वजूद मेरा सदा तुझ में रहे जिंदा।
तू ही
मुझको बता दे
सुन रहा है ना तू,
तुम ही हो,
अपनी तो दिल का बता दे सुन रहा है ना तू।
हर खता की होती है कोई ना कोई सजा, गम लिखे हो किस्मत में तो बन ही जाती वजह, बस तेरा साथ हो वादों से आगे, चाहे जो बात हो बातों से आगे, बस तेरा साथ हो चाहे जो बात हो, तेरे कहने से कर जाएंगे, क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो, चैन भी मेरा दर्द भी मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो।
तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो, चैन भी
तुमसे मिलकर yeah. Never been the type to fall in love, but every time I see you I'm alive. There's something in between us tonight. And I know you're probably sick and fed up of everybody wasting your time. So girl, let me be your way out tonight. I get weak between the knees, couldn't find the words to say that I just wanna love you now. Baby, can't you see it on my lips, got me crying out for your name. I just wanna love you now. Oh baby, oh, तुमसे प्यार हमें है कितना, and I don't know what it is about you, girl. तुमसे मिलकर Whoa. The way you got fight what you feel when there's clearly you need. I can see. So forget what you heard and let it go tonight. Oh, babe, it may not be right, girl, at first, but they don't need to know about us. Just go with your gut and just be who you wanna be. I get weak between the knees, couldn't find the words to say that I just wanna love you now. Baby, can't you see it on my lips, got me crying out for your name. I just wanna love you now.
आजा आजा अब कैसा शर्माना धीरे धीरे से दिल को चुराना तुमसे प्यार हमें है कितना
And I don't know what it is about you.
तुमसे मिलकर
Oh,
तुमसे
baby.
मिलकर
Whoa.
तुमसे प्यार हमें है कितना
Don't know what it is about you.
तुमसे मिलकर
There's something about
तुमसे
you.
मिलकर
There's something about you.
प्यार हमें है कितना
Oh,
तुमसे मिलकर
something
तुमसे
about you.
मिलकर
Something about
तुमसे
you.
प्यार हमें है कितना
To know what it is, to know what it
तुमसे
is. There's something about you.
तुमसे मिलकर
Something about you, babe.
रब ने बना दी जोड़ी
तुम थे कि थी कोई उजली किरण, तुम थे या कोई कली मुस्काई थी। रूह ने छू ली जिस्म की खुशबू, तू जो पास आई, तू जो पास आई, तू जो पास आई। हाथ मेरा थाम लो, साथ जब तक हो, बात कुछ होती रहे, बात जब तक हो। सामने बैठे रहो तुम, रात जब तक हो। जानो देख लो मिट गई दूरियां, मैं यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ। कैसी सरहदें, कैसी मजबूरियां, मैं यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ। दिल कब सीधी राह चला, राह मुड़े तो मुड़ जाने दो। कब तक चुप बैठे, अब तो कुछ है बोलना, बोलना। कुछ तुम बोलो, कुछ हम बोले, ओ ढोलना। दो पल रुका ख्वाबों का कारवां, और फिर चल दिए तुम कहाँ, हम कहाँ।
तू ही दिल की है रौनक, तू ही जन्मों की दौलत, और कुछ ना जानू, बस इतना ही जानू। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं। तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं।
कैसी सरहदें, कैसी मजबूरियां, मैं यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ।
रब ने बना दी जोड़ी है।
दिल तो हर किसी के पास होता है, लेकिन सब दिल वाले नहीं होते।
तू हर लम्हा
हाँ हंसी बन गए
जो मुझसे जुड़ा, धूप से निकल के छाँव से फिसल के
जाने किस तरह किस घड़ी
आसमां पिघल के शीशे में ढल के
पर तुम तो अभी थे यहीं
ओ तुझ में ही दुनिया मेरी है, तू मेरी रूह सा है।
कैसे जलाऊं बेशमा
रंग दे तुम मोहे गेरुआ, राधे की दिल से है दुआ, रंग दे तुम मोहे गेरुआ। तू हर लम्हा हमारी अधूरी कहानी, जो मुझसे जुड़ा। खुशबुओं से तेरी तू साथ है तो जिंदगी, प्यास का ये सफर ये हमसे हो जाए अजनबी। तेरी ख्वाहिश है कर भी दे तू बयां, यही वक्त है इनके इजहार का। हमारी अधूरी कहानी पाकीज़ा, हमारी अधूरी कहानी, हमारी अधूरी कहानी पाकीज़ा, हमारी अधूरी कहानी। खामोशियाँ तू हर लम्हा तुझे मेरे रब ने मिलाया, मैंने तुझे अपना बनाया, अब ना बिछड़ना खुदाया, रब का शुक्राना। चाहा तुझे मैंने वफा से, मांगा तुझे मैंने दुआ से, पाया तुझे तेरी अदा से। जुदा जब से हुआ तेरे बिना खामोश रहता हूँ मैं लबों के पास आ, अब तू मेरी आवाज बन जा जरा, रंग दे तू मोहे गेरुआ, राधे की दिल से है दुआ, रंग दे तू मोहे गेरुआ।
निकली है दिल से ये दुआ,
रंग दे तू मोहे गेरुआ। तू हर लम्हा हमारी अधूरी कहानी, जो मुझसे जुड़ा। मेरी होके हमेशा ही रहना, कभी ना कहना अलविदा। कैसे इश्क से सज गई राहें जब से देखी है तेरी निगाहें अब जान उठ जाए ये जहां छूट जाए संग प्यार रहे मैं रहूं ना रहूं तू ही मेरा 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 अल्फ मल्ला तेरे नैना रे तू ही मेरा 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 एक तारा तेरे नैना रे तब से जगी है बेचैनियां
खिल गई मेरी किस्मत पाके तेरी ये चाहत हम पे मेहरबान दो जहां
इश्क बुलावा वाला हम्दुलिल्लाह इश्क बुलावा वाला हम्दुलिल्लाह ख्वाबों की चाहत धड़कन की उनके कदमों के हैं निशान चाहे कुछ ना बोलूं चाहे राज ना खोलूं ये समझते हैं मेरी जुबान जरा आँख से पिला दे जरा ख्वाब सजा दे जरा आँख से पिला दे जरा ख्वाब सजा दे मेरे होठों से मन तेरा बोले तेरी ये रज़ाएं तो है सारी कातिलाना तू ही मेरा 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 अल्फ मल्ला तेरे नैना रे तू ही मेरा 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 एक तारा तेरे नैना रे देखो चांद आया चांद नजर आया मितवा देखो चांद आया चांद नजर आया देखो चांद आया चांद नजर आया 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 चांद आया शर्माया आया जी आया शर्माया तू भी आ जा सावरिया
किस तरफ है आसमां किस तरफ ज़मीन खबर नहीं जब से आया है समा मुझको खुद की भी खबर नहीं आहा गुलाबी सी सुबह आहा शराबी सी हवा भीगी सी भागी सी कई अरमां पे जागे जोगी सी जागी सी कोई प्रेम धुनवा सुना भीगी सी भागी सी कई सपने हैं मेरे आगे जोगी सी जागी सी कोई राम धुनवा सुना तेरी काली आँखों से जिंद मेरी जागे धड़कन से तेज दौड़ूं सपनों से आगे तुम पास आए यूं मुस्कुराए
सजन में हल्की हल्की शहनाई रे
तुम पास आए यूं मुस्कुराए
दिल में जैसे हीली अंगड़ाई रे
तेरे के मन बह के तेरा कह के खुद को मेरे दिल की बात जाने कायनात तेरे दिल की खबर बस मुझको तेरे के मन बह के तेरा कह के खुद को मेरे दिल की बात जाने कायनात तेरे दिल की खबर बस मुझको आता हूँ खुद को हर घड़ी तेरे बिना तन्हा मुझे थाम ले मुझे रोक ले भटका हूँ मैं भटका तुझको जो पाया मितवा तो जीना आया सावरिया ओ सावरिया तुम मिले और पिया रे
सुन रही हूँ सुध बुध खोके कोई मैं कहानी दो दिलों के मिलने की मैं तो किसी की होके ये भी न जानी लम्हा ये थम जाने की
एक ऐसी चुभन इस लम्हे में ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा इश्क तेरा मेरा सबसे ज़्यादा इश्क तेरा मेरा पाकीज़ा है ना इश्क तेरा मेरा सबसे ज़्यादा तुझसे ही चाहे पाकीज़ा शुक्र अल्लाह तू मेरा शुक्र अल्लाह मितवा
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we're going to request all guests to please proceed to a seat. I just got word the family members are ready, bride and groom are ready. The question is, are you guys ready? Once again, I'm going to ask everybody kindly take a seat. Let's clear out the center aisleway. chick. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing this evening? Brideside, where you guys at? Brideside, make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the bride side a round of applause as they are already in the room. They're already in their seats. Come on, guys. Let's give the bride side a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the introductions. First up, let's welcome the family friends of the groom's side. Please put your hands together. Let's welcome Hafiz, Tariq, and Shaba. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's welcome Aziz Nana and Sabina Nani. Come on, guys, put those hands together, guys. Come on. Next up, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Umar and Hasna. Please put your hands together, guys, and let's welcome Mohammed, Nabia, Nadia, and Aziz. Let's continue and let's welcome Khalid, Chacha, and Mani. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Rabia, Zain, and Zaid. Next up, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Ruby, Anan, and Naila. Next, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Umair, Aliyah, Musa, and Yusuf. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Anan, Amin, Armin, Ibrahim, Fatima, and Ismail. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, put your hands together, guys. Next up, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Tashkila, Heba, and Zuhad. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give a round of applause for the parents, family members of the bride. Come on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome a childhood friend of our grooms. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's welcome Rohil. Yes, next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome the groom's friends.
ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਖੇਡਦੀ
let's give it up one more time. Let's give it up for the groom's friends, guys. And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the groom's family members. First up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome Dada and Dadu.
नज़्म सा मेरे होठों पे ठहर जा मैं ख्वाब ख्वाब सा तेरी आंखों में जागूं रे तू इश्क इश्क सा मेरे.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up. Round of applause for the grooms, Dada and Dadu. Come on. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome Nana Papu, as he's accompanied by Faisal Mamu and Uzma Mami.
हाथ थाम ले पिया करते हैं वादा अब से तू आरज़ू तू ही है इरादा मेरा नाम ले पिया.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, guys. Come on.
तेरे ही तो पीछे पीछे बरसात आई.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please, at this time, let's welcome the siblings of our groom. Please put your hands together and let's welcome Maisha, as she's accompanied by Maz.
मांगू दे तू इश्क इश्क सा मेरे रूह में आके बस जा जिस ओर तेरी शहनाई उस ओर मैं भागूं रे.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the groom's sister, as she's accompanied by her husband and their beautiful daughter there. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's welcome Manha, Hamza, and Noura.
तेरा खत है जानिया ना चीज ने कैसे पाली किस्मत ये जानिया वे ओ मेरे दिल के लिफाफे में तेरा खत है जानिया तेरा खत है जानिया ना चीज ने कैसे पाली.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a round of applause for the groom's siblings. Come on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please help me welcome the proud parents of the groom. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Asif and Farheen Mohiuddin.
आँखों में जागूं रे तू इश्क इश्क सा मेरे रूह में आके बस जा जिस ओर तेरी शहनाई उस ओर मैं भागूं रे.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it a round of applause for the parents of the groom. Come on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we are all waiting for, I need everybody to please rise to your feet, as it gives me great pleasure and an honor to introduce to you our newlywed. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Maazen and Usra Mohiuddin.
Yeah.
just the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you showed me. Nod my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move. It's the same way you showed me. If you could fly, then you'd feel south. Up north's getting cold soon. The way it is, we're on land, so I'm someone to hold true. Keep you cool when it's still alive. Won't let you down when it's all ruined. Just the same way you showed me. Showed me. You showed me love. Glory from above. Regardless, dear, it's all downhill from here. In the wake of a hurricane, dark skin of a summer
Oh,
shade.
yes. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a round of applause for our newlyweds.
It's the same way you showed me. Cannonball off the porch side. Older kids trying off the roof. Just the same way you showed me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to request all guests to please kindly take a seat as we get into the formalities of this night here, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight we are going to be celebrating with our bride and groom. I know you guys all come here to celebrate with the bride and groom as we kick off the festivities of tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So one more time, I'm going to ask all guests to please take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please put your hands together and help me welcome the MCs of tonight. One happens to be the groom's friend, and the other is the groom's brother-in-law. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome Rohil and Hamza.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Hello, hello, hello. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum. No one? That's it?
That's it? Can we get a little bit more? I like it.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful Walima reception for Maazen and Usra.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Rahel. Real quick, two things. Do you even listen to Drake?
Maisha does.
And what was wrong with your walk, bro? You good?
Old age. Dad bod.
Yep. Well, assalamu alaikum, everybody. We want to welcome everybody for being out here tonight, for making this weekend so special. Big shout out, round of applause to Asim Uncle and Sadaf Auntie for throwing an amazing shadi yesterday. Food was on point too, right?
Absolutely. So we'd like to start the evening off with a dua and reminders from the Holy Quran from Maazen's Hifz teacher and close family friend, Imam Tariq Rashid.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. My dear brothers and sisters, I would like to remind myself, and I would like to remind all of you about one certain yet very important ayah of Quran regarding marriage. As we all know and we all believe that Allah revealed Quran as a book of guidance. And in Quran we find beautiful guidelines that will help us lead beautiful lives. Therefore, regarding marriage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the very first ayah of Surah An-Nisa have said that Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that in your days of happiness and celebrations, always remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased to see you being pleased. Meaning whenever we are happy and whenever we have reasons to celebrate, that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. In other words, Allah wants you and me to lead a very happy life in this world. Therefore Allah is saying, remember that I am watching over you. When you are happy, when you are thankful to me, I am extremely pleased with you. Now my dear brothers and sisters, just think how many blessings Allah has bestowed upon each one of us. And for every blessing that Allah has bestowed upon us, Allah has the right to be thanked. And marriage is one such great blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is, after you get married, it's a completely different feeling. A feeling of happiness, a feeling of fulfillment. You feel that one thing that was missing in your life so far, by getting married, you have achieved that missing puzzle. And now your life is sort of complete. It gives you a divine satisfaction. And I'm using the word divine because remember, marriage, which is called nikah in Islam, nikah or marriage was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the heavens. Because this is one institution that was not made on earth. It was made in heaven. Because Allah in Quran says that when Allah created Adam, then Allah created his mate Eve. And then Allah said, I conducted the marriage between Adam and Eve. So this means that the first nikah, the first marriage that ever took place was not on this earth, it was in heaven. So marriage is a very divine institution, and Allah wants us that we should keep it divine. And everything that is divine, when we follow that, it gives us tremendous amount of happiness. Therefore, I would like to remind Maazen and Usra that this nikah is a divine institution, and I'm very much hopeful, and I pray to Allah that Maazen and Usra, may Allah fill your married life with all kind of happiness, inshallah. And I'm pretty sure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is immensely pleased to see this marriage, because this marriage was based upon taqwa and upon iman. So this is one point that I wanted to stress upon. Before I make dua, I'd like to say a few things. One thing, my dear brothers and sisters, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had blessed the Muhyiddin family with many blessings, alhamdulillah. Maazen has his grandparents alive, his dada and dadi alive. He has his nana alive. You know what? It's a big blessing. I'm saying this because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Al-barakah ma'a akabirikum. That as long as you have elders living with you in your family, Allah's barakah and blessing will keep descending upon that family. So because you have elders living with you, caring for you, loving you, adoring you, it's a big blessing. And second thing is that in Muhyiddin family over the last so many years, what I have noticed is that alhamdulillah, they have tremendous amount of love and caring nature towards each others in the whole family. And then it translates into the whole group of friends that they meet. As a result, Maazen himself is a man with great caring attitude. He has, wherever he goes, alhamdulillah, he spreads love and that care that he has in his heart. And I know him since 20 some years. So, inshallah, as a husband, he is going to spread love. He is going to spread, inshallah, these positive sentiments that he had inherited from his dada and dadi and nana and nani and his mom and dad. And I hope, inshallah, he will carry this family tradition of love and, inshallah, care. So, same thing I would say about Dr. Asim and Sadaf Baji, that they also have nourished their children with great positive characteristics. And this family is also a tremendously, a positive family. So I hope that, inshallah, this union of Maazen and Usra, inshallah, is going to be a very good addition to our community here in Orlando, inshallah. So let's make dua for them. Madam, I wanted to say, I planned to say a few more things, but as I'm standing here, I'll skip that. There are a few, because Maazen has been like my brother, my son for all these years. I plan to disclose few of his things that he did when he was my student. Some funny stuff, but I think it will take too much time. I'll skip that. Some other time, inshallah. Inshallah. So let's make dua. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما بارك الله لك وبارك الله عليك وجمع بينكما في الخير. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this assembly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless these wonderful people who have assembled here. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us on the straight path. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless each one of us who is present in this gathering. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower your special blessing upon Maazen and Usra. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them a very happy couple. Keep them happy throughout their lives. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them with all kind of blessings. And Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep them on as-sirat al-mustaqim. And Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them all kind of success in their married lives. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable them to follow the example of their Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our dua. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم على النبي الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين جزاك الله خير.
Thank you, Hafiz Tariq. The welcoming speakers this evening really need no introduction, but I'm going to give them one anyway. All couples should look to these two as role models. They're loving, caring, and selfless parents. I married into their family and was instantly welcomed as if I was a son of their own. Usra, I'm certain you'll be welcomed in the exact same way. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Mami and Dede, Farina and Asif.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Here we go again. 2.5 years ago, we welcomed Hamza into our family. And tonight, we are honored to have Noora at her Mamu Jan's Shadi. First off, we thank all of you for coming out tonight and celebrating our precious moments with us. All this wouldn't be possible without your endless love and support. Truly appreciate that. We're also blessed to have Maazen's Dada, Dadu, Nana Papa, Faisal Mamu, and Usma Mami with us. I would also like to acknowledge our relatives from out of town that took the effort to come out again and be here with us tonight. I promise you, our next one will not be going to be any soon. I would also like to extend my special thanks to Rabi and Ruby for celebrating my happiness while going through their difficult times. Love you. Wow, I don't know where to begin. Maazen and Usra's journey. All I can say is that my life changed the day Maazen came to me and said he wants to marry this girl from our community. We were vacationing and had a stopover in Dubai. He insisted that I should talk to the mom, ASAP, when we return. On a side note, now I understand why that was so important. Usra was no stranger to me. For years, I would see her walk from high school campus to the lower school parking where she would park her car. I would be in car line for Maisha and Maz and would wait to see this pretty girl walk by me every day. Never thought I would be standing here tonight, welcoming her into my family. Subhanallah. Not only did Maazen and Usra benefit from this Baat Bakki, but Asif and I feel blessed to have gotten to know Asim Bhai and Sadaf. Over these 5 years, both our families have grown to love each other more and more each passing day. You can call it a love story, not only for them, but for us too. Asif found a brother he never had, and I found a sister I never had. Win-win. As much as I miss my mom, I'm certain that she would have been very proud of you, Maazen. She had her eyes on Usra long before you called it. She handpicked her for you 9 years ago. Her words still echo in my ears to this day. Farru, inhe Maazen ke liye kitni achhi hai. That was back when you guys were only 17 years old. A simple advice, follow your mom's instincts, you can't go wrong. Maazen, as I see you all grown up, sitting so handsomely next to your drop-dead gorgeous wife, I still see my little boy who never once disobeyed me. From a little kid to a preteen, entering into hifz school, you would do happily anything that would make your mommy happy. I always respected this about you. If I never thanked you before, Maazen, I want to acknowledge this tonight. You're my sweet, sweet baby boy that has always made my heart swell with pride. We both go long ways, developing memories along the way, Maazen. The sound of your alarm, dun, 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 is etched in my heart forever. How can I forget that? It would go off every morning at 4 o'clock during your hifz years. Some memories, huh? Usra, Usra, Meri Jaan. I've known you for 5 years now, and it seems like I've known you forever. Before I knew you, the only interaction I had with you at parties was our passing greetings and your staple line. Main theek hu, auntie. Aap kaisi hain? The more I know you, the more I love you. You complete Maazen, and I can't be happier that he chose you to be his better half. In fact, I couldn't have selected a better soulmate for him if I had to. You both are meant to be together, and I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for connecting the Muhyiddins and the Khans. I also can't end this evening without acknowledging the endless support of my two dearest friends that have been with me on this journey and very graciously dealt with my meltdowns. A big shout out to my buddy Samdan, Tashkila, also known as Noura's BG. Thank you, Samdanji. You're my rock. As you all know, it's a one-man show when it comes to Sajila. Knowing her is a game changer for sure. You both are my angels. Can't thank you enough. Last but certainly not least, our heartfelt acknowledgement to Maazen's lifelong hero, mentor, and coach who shaped Maazen to be the man he is today. No one other than Hafiz Tariq. Can't thank you enough for being such a powerful influence on my baby boy. Bahut shukriya. Maazen and Usra, as you both take off on this adventure, we wish you the best in this world and the hereafter. We hope and pray you two prove to be the best role models for your siblings and the generations to come. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep you under his protection and guidance. Love you both. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. I had written a speech, but after this, I'm thinking I can't top that one. Should I cancel mine and go sit? Okay. This is long speech, so पेट थाम के बैठो दोस्तों. Assalamu alaikum, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dosto, I just want to welcome you, Buzurgo, to this beautiful event. I wanted to first introduce you to the stars of tonight, Usra and Maazen. Aren't they gorgeous today? They're a beautiful couple, and may Allah always bless you. I also want to introduce you to my little granddaughter, Noura Ansari. She is almost 3 months today. She's the star. She's beautiful. She's captivated our hearts since she was born. And she is such a beautiful, lovable little child. She is a precious gift, and we thank Allah for that. I want to get all the thanks off in the beginning with acknowledgements because I always forget and I get into trouble. I want to thank my parents, me, Daddy. Thank you so much. As Hafiz Tariq said, you are a blessing. Aapki blessings, aapki dua ke wajah se we are here. Without that, we are nothing. We would be lost somewhere in the streets in Karachi or something. Thank you, Papa, for support, your gratitude, your help in everything we have been through to get here. And of course, we miss Mummy. She's smiling down upon us from heaven, and I'm sure she's missing this event, and she'll be very happy looking at Maazen being a groom and Usra being a bride. I want to thank all friends and family who traveled and made this event so memorable. Papa came from Pakistan to attend, Faisal and Uzma, Aziz Chacha and family, Tashkila and family. Thank you for your support and help. Amir, thank you. Tashkila, I just want to thank you for so much you have done for this wedding, your tireless efforts. And I won't forget you, when I was coming here, she was calling me JJB. I said, what is JJB, Tashkila? She said, Jali James Bond lag rahe aaj aap. So thank you so much for that. Usra family from Pakistan, Nani, Khalas, Mamus, other family members from Canada, Tennessee, Chicago, everywhere you are from. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all your love. I want to thank all my friends who traveled from everywhere. My dear friend Irfan goes back a long time to our little mischievous high school years. People from Daytona, my friends, thank you so much. Some have gone back, and I want to acknowledge them, Azim Qureshi and everybody. I want to thank Maaz and Maisha's friends. Hey, where are you guys? Yeah, thank you. You guys rock, and you guys did such a great dance and put up such a great show. And thank you for being part of the family, because that was really honorable. I want to thank of course, my wife. She made it all possible. I wouldn't be, here without her. She's always been a rock of our family. I'm her punching bag. She takes stress out by doing that, and I have a lot of marks on my back. But you know what? She is an amazing person. She is our strength. She has put this show together tirelessly, and thank you so much, and I'm so proud of you. Asim, I just wanted to confess something to you. When you came to Orlando, I was really jealous of you. The reason was that my family thought that you were looking like some TV commercial guy, rugged and handsome. And I was like, who's this guy they keep talking about? So, I'm still jealous of your looks, man. I'm glad I got to know you. You're a great guy, an honorable person. And thank you for your friendship and company, and thank you for being part of our family now. Sadaf, thank you for your love, your cherishing affection for our son. We really honor your traditions and values. Thank you for accepting us as we are with faults and our own, shortcomings. Thank you for your company going to the hookahs and etc. Oops, I was not supposed to say that. Oh, sorry. Shariar and Zobi, you rock, man. You're cool, you're handsome. And I'm also jealous of you guys, why? Because you're so hot and you make me look at, you make me feel like an old fart. Arush, you're our retirement plan, as Khalid Maqsood and Asin call her. And we love you all. You're a great daughter. Now a little bit about Usra and Maazen. I found out about Usra and Maazen through Farheen, that Usra and Maazen got myocarditis, a heart affliction. They got in love. We first, they were high schoolers. We went along and said, chal raha hai, chalne do. Baad mein pata laga ki ye to serious ho gaya, and I panicked. I said, hey, dude, is this the girl this guy's, serious about? Well, he stuck to it. And he stuck with her for so long that this became the Guinness Book of Records longest engagement. These days I feel like I'm getting old or times are changing. Last couple of days ago, I took my son and daughter to dinner, and I said, hey, what do you guys want to have? My son, Maaz, says, hey, whatever you want to have, dog. I said, dog? When did we ever call our father dog? So later I found out it was a slang, D-A-W-J. So I said, okay, Maaz. So times have changed, calling your dad dog is kind of become a fab now. Times have also changed. आजकल लड़कों का विदा हो रहा है. लड़कों की विदाई हो रही है. कल you saw Maazen crying, and I thought उसकी विदाई हो रही है. बेचारा वो खुद रो पड़ा यूसरा की विदाई पर. तो वक्त बदल चुका है. मैंने सोचा इसका नाम माज़न खान रख दूं, फिर मैंने कहा गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. यूसरा मेरा बच्चा, मेरा बेटा बहुत मासूम और अच्छा इंसान है. Very few guys are like that. He's got a great heart, a golden heart, very innocent person. He took after his dad. So I hope you honor and cherish that, okay? And I also hope that he will love you immensely. And if he ever gets down, just give him an iced coffee and talk about movies, his passion, and he'll perk up like nobody. And I also hope that he gives you love and honor and affection that you deserve, Usra. You are a great kid, and I love you so much. Just remember, I did everything I could for you, so choose the best nursing home for me when it comes time. I hope you guys live happily ever after. We are always there for you, and I love you both. And Mummy and Dada will always be there for you. Thank you, Sajila. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for Farheen Auntie and Asif Uncle. And next, we will have some beautiful words from a glorious lady who is so sweet, so caring, Asif Uncle's mom, Maazen's dado, who is so sweet, but she's not afraid to say things that need to be said. You know, she's she's really good at giving advice. Last night, I was hanging out with her and she was like, "Beta, aap itne pyare ho, bas thoda wazan kam kar lo." Give it up for Maazen's dado.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करती हूँ कि मुझे और आरिफ को अल्लाह ताला ने पोते और तो पोती की शादी देखना नसीब किया, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। आप हजरात जो बाहर से और क़रीब से आए हैं, हमारे खुशियों में रौनक भर दिए। और ख़ास तौर पे मैं फ़ारूक और दूल्हे के नाना और हमज़ा की फैमिली और जो भी और लोग जो आए हैं, मैं सबका शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ। और मैं ज़्यादा टाइम लेना नहीं चाहती। अल्लाह ताला हम सबको खुश रखे। और दुल्हन वाले जो बहुत ही अच्छी फैमिली है, वो ऐसा लगता है कि अपना ही ख़ानदान है। अल्लाह ताला हमको सबको राहत और खुशी से रखे। बाबा आसिफ और बहू फरहीन रानी, तुम लोगों के से हमारी ज़िंदगी की बहार है। एक दिल के टुकड़े चार हुए, मन्हा मेरी जान है, माजिन मेरी शान है, मायशा मेरा अरमान है, माज मेरा अम्मान और लाठी है। पोता दामाद और पोती बहू जो आ गई और पड़पोत्री तो जो आई, अब मेरे अरमान मेरे आरिफ के पूरे हो गए, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। चैन तुमसे, क़रार तुमसे है, ज़िंदगी की बहार तुमसे है। यूँ तो दुनिया में लाखों ऐसी, क्या करूँ मुझको प्यार तुमसे है।
And next, we will have some beautiful words from the youngest princess in the family. She knows where every tapioca and boba spot is in Orlando. Give it up for Maisha.
I'm Maisha, Maazen's sister, if you didn't already know. But I'm sure you've already heard about me, considering I'm his favorite sibling. He wouldn't have agreed to that 17 years ago when he cried when I was born, because he wanted to stay the youngest. But times have changed. Even though Bhaiya and I have a 9-year age gap, that hasn't stopped him from being one of my best friends. Bhaiya and I have never had the typical sibling relationship. We have never argued or fought our whole lives because both of us are so alike. Growing up as the middle siblings, we would always get hated on by our own family. Us, the middle siblings, are obviously the coolest, but Bhaiya and I still get constant hate for things like being horrible at math and driving slow. Bhaiya was also the only one who would stick up for me when my own family, including the parents, would say I'm the adopted child. But we all know that's Maz. We both share love for movies, books, every genre of music, and of course Frank Ocean, as you guys know from his walk-in song. I will always cherish our moments, like you surprising me with my first film camera and driving all the way back from Gainesville to help me with my essay. Also, thank you for finding your wife in high school, more specifically the age I am right now, which is 17, because I will never hear the end of everyone making fun of me for not finding my husband yet, since I'm up next. I'm so happy you have your heart set on things you want and always get it in the end, like film school and Usra. Usra, you have to promise me you will always laugh at his corny jokes, even when they're not funny, because that happens a lot. Every day after school in 4th grade, I would always walk to the car and sit with Mama, facing the road where Usra would be walking with her purse as her backpack. I literally thought she was the coolest person ever. I always had the weirdest feeling and would tell Mama how she would someday be someone very important to me, and I know Nama thought the same exact thing. I know 10-year-old me would be so excited to call you my new sister. I hope to make so many more memories with you, like in Dubai where your singing was so bad. The Uber driver remembered you from the day before. I can't describe how happy Buddy gets talking about you. My favorite story is the time where he got detention for driving to Winter Prep during his lunch to drop you off a Valentine's Day gift. But now we can all see that that was worth it. I hope I find a love like yours one day and someone who would risk getting detention for me. I love you guys so much.
Hello? Sorry about that. Next will be a handsome, dapper young man who probably doesn't know what I'm about to say, but he's the Chote Shehzade of the house. Please give it up for Maz.
Let's do it.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maz, and I'm the younger brother of the groom. And if you ever forget my name, just take off the last 2 letters of his name, and you'll be all good. As a brother of the groom, I felt like it was my job to tell stories about Baya to give a little insight on what Yusrabaji can expect. First of all, Baya is very selfless. Around 5 years ago, me and him actually had to share a room together after Maisha decided she wanted her own room and kicked me out. Baya took me in without any resistance and even put up with me playing Xbox Online and screaming at my boys while he was trying to sleep. Another one of Baya's traits is that he will always make sure that you're safe. In 2016, when we were flying back home from Dubai, we had a connecting flight in New York. This was where we were caught up in the JFK airport shooting. While my family was in line to get food, I decided to go sit down somewhere. All of a sudden, there was a rush of people running from both sides of the terminal. I was already separated from my family and had to sprint back into the plane alone. Luckily, Baya had pushed through the sea of people in order to find me and keep me safe, while the rest of my family was hidden somewhere else in the terminal. And although he is the smallest, weakest, and slowest of the Mohyuddin brothers, he will always go out of his way to protect you, Yusrabaji. Now, going into some of his worst traits. Yusrabaji, I wish you luck. Every Sunday afternoon when the Philadelphia Eagles hit the field, because oh man, can they kill his mood quickly. I remember when he jumped onto my bed after they won the Super Bowl and started flapping his arms like a bird, and let's just say it's been downhill ever since. Also, make sure he gets his daily dose of coffee in the morning, or else dude gets a little cranky. Anyways, thank you, Baya, for being someone I looked up to when I was little. From wanting the same clothes as you, to filming you from the sidelines during 3 a.m. Ramadan WPS basketball games, as I thought you were the next Kobe Bryant. I've always looked up to you as a role model. To Yusrabaji, I'm glad I can finally call you one of my sisters. It's only officially been 1 day, but I already like you better than Maisha. To wrap this up, I'll end with a quote from Jim Halpert, a character from one of Baya's favorite shows, The Office. I changed it up a little bit so it makes more sense, but he said, 8 years ago, I was just a guy who had a crush on a girl I went to school with. I had to do the hardest thing I've ever had to do, which was to wait. And a lot of people told me I was crazy to wait this long, but I think even then, I knew I was waiting for my wife. And I think that sums up Baya perfectly. Thank you.
Testing. Give it up for Maz again, everyone. Several months ago, I asked Maz if he wanted to MC with me, and he said, okay. And every couple weeks, I'd remind him for several months, hey man, you gonna MC with me? He'd be like, okay. I asked him 2 days ago, hey, you gonna MC with me? And he says, do I have to? So I said, okay, work on your speech. Rohil and I will take over. So next speaker really speaks to the friends that Maazen chooses. I've only met this guy 3 days ago. First time I saw him, I thought, really, Maazen? This guy's got terrible hair, makes a lot of noise, says weird words like bet, no cap, stuff like that. But then I got to know him, and I realized, man, this guy's a really close family friend. He's basically family. I think he drove my mom around somewhere, and my brother and sister needed a ride to some event. And he was helping Maazen out, he was helping me out, he was helping Dede out. So our next speaker today is none other than Rohil. Give it up for Rohil.
When I shoot my shot, that's wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Brooke, wet like on Lizzie. I'll be spinning rocks, blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one's seen her. I'm trying to clean her. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust into the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands.
Hello? Hello? So, believe it or not, this is the first part of the night where I'm actually a little nervous because I didn't really write a speech because I just kind of wanted to wing it a little bit just so I can really make fun of Maazen the right way. So, where do I start? This started in New Orleans, Louisiana, where we first met at a showing for a Shah Rukh Khan movie called Yes, Boss. And we were probably the only families in that movie theater. And, you know, my parents and their parents met, and it hit off from there. And so, to talk about Maazen, Maazen is the chillest person I have ever met in my life. And I absolutely mean that. His motto, like, he should be working for Nike because his go-to is, yeah, dude, just do it. Yeah, dude. Like, it's just that chill. Like, this morning, it's his Walima. And I hit up Maazen, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Just chilling. Okay, all right. So Maazen is extremely chill and laid back. And so one of my favorite memories together, brother, is when we went to Niagara Falls and LeBron James just got drafted in the NBA. And Maazen and me went to a random NBA store. Was it an NBA store? I don't know. It was some sort of memorabilia store. And we bought LeBron James jerseys. And we put them on as soon as we walked out of the store, and we took pictures next to Niagara Falls thinking we're all cool. So I love that moment with you, brother. And Maazen does this thing where he thinks he's really, really good at basketball, but, you know, and it's because he's a lefty and he can shoot and he's a shooter, but really the only shot you hit was Usra. Like, let's be real. So when Maazen and Usra first got engaged, I found out through social media. And I was so upset at Maazen, and I texted him, and I was just like, hey man, what is this? Like, I should be notified first. And he was like, oh, well, your mom was supposed to tell you. And then my mom forgot, so I found out on social media. And since then, I have kept up with Maazen and Usra through Twitter And it is the absolute funniest thing because Usra is like my favorite person because she trolls Maazen so much. I don't think there's a person in this world that makes more fun of Maazen than Usra. And I think you're the perfect fit for the family just because of that alone. So thank you for joining us, for making fun of Maazen. And last off, I'm going to end with, Maazen is probably one of the most loving human beings I've ever met as well. He absolutely makes everyone around him feel like family. I mean, this guy drove around and dropped off kurtas to everyone for the mehndi. Like, it doesn't get better than that. So with that being said, I want to welcome Usra to the family. Maazen, I love you, brother. I'm going to third wheel so hard with you guys in Boston. It's not even going to be funny. So just giving you guys a heads up. Give it up for Maazen and Usra, everybody.
बस इतना सा ख्वाब है.
So our next speaker is one of Maazen's good friends, Zen.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Hey, what you know about?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I thought I'd be doing this after dinner, so forgive me if you hear my stomach rumbling. I wrote this speech 5 years ago when Maazen first got engaged. Since then, I've graduated college, got a job, got married, quit my job, started my own company, New Millennium Consulting, and we do websites and apps. And I had a kid, I grew a permanent mustache, and I developed chronic back pain. What I'm trying to say is, you guys took too long. But that's okay. We're here at the last event, at least until the anniversary party a year from now. So without further ado, here's my 5-year-old speech. How's everybody doing? Good. Pretty large crowd here tonight. Lots of rishta potential. I'm already out of the game. I have a beautiful wife and kid, so I can pretty much say whatever I want up here. I'm ready to start my career as the crazy old uncle who doesn't get invited to the next event. I do have it. This is a picture of me and Maazen way back in the day. I'm actually the white kid holding the soccer ball. I got a lot of sun in my later years. So yeah, we go way back. I always like to show this picture to any potential best friends of Maazen, just to let them know that that spot is taken. Me and Maazen were also roommates in college at UF, and I was possibly the worst roommate a person could get. I mean, everything a terrible roommate would do, I did. I wore his clothes and returned them overstretched and with holes in them. I ate his food. I got him into smoking substances like hookah, and got him into mixed drinks like Faluda and Rufsa. One time during exam week, I decided to cook a swordfish steak at 3 a.m., and I smoked up the whole apartment. And I was going through a phase called being nocturnal. College was a wild time. Anyways, Maazen woke up and he came down and he just kind of gave me this look like, "Are you okay?" And he moved out a semester later. But despite all of this, he still maintains that I was a good roommate. And that's the kind of person he is. He's forgiving, he's compassionate, and he always looks past people's flaws. Another time, me, Antonio, and Shujan were sitting in a car, and we had just ate dinner at Kobe Steakhouse, and we were watching Maazen leave. And Antonio turns to me and he says, "You know Maazen was the only one of our friends that got me a birthday present last year?" And Shujan turns and goes, "Yeah, me too." And I thought about it for a second, and I said, "Yeah, me too." And we just kind of sat there in silence and watched this beautiful human being get in his car and leave. That's who Maazen is. If Islam is good character, then Maazen embodies Islam. He has a saintly character. He gets it from his parents, two wonderful people. I mean, his mom is a literal angel on earth. Seriously, one of the nicest women I've ever met. Always so kind and courteous to anyone she meets. Always referring to those around her as Mary John or my love. Just as sweet as they come. And his dad, well, his dad has scared me since childhood, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. Seriously, his stare is like, I feel like he can see into my soul, and he doesn't really like what he sees. I'm afraid to even look over there right now. But again, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Alhamdulillah, look at these two beautiful people. You know, I credit myself for this relationship. One time Maazen was taking Usra out, and this was early on in their relationship. And it was a typical day in Gainesville, torrential downpour, freezing cold rain. And Maazen calls me up and goes, hey, can you do me a favor? I need to jumpstart my car. So I headed over, and that was actually the first time I met Usra. She was standing there holding a tiny umbrella in the freezing rain while Maazen is fumbling around with jumper cables, soaked through his t-shirt, desperately trying to get his car to start. And I'm looking at the scene, and I'm thinking, damn, buddy, I don't think there's going to be a second date. But alhamdulillah, the car started, and here we are. So you're welcome. And I just wanted to end with a verse from the Quran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'na anka wizrak. Alladhi ankada dhahrak wa rafa'na laka dhikrak. Fa innama al-usri yusra, innama al-usri yusra. Verily, after hardship, there is ease. Verily, after hardship, after 5 years, bad roommates, and car trouble, there is Usra. Thank you guys so much. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you guys with a long and happy marriage. And inshallah, may you have kids soon so Ali can have a playmate. Thank you.
So, next up, I got to get to know these guys over the last few days. They're Maazen's group of friends. They're fun, they're loving, they're here to represent him. Give it up for Maazen's group of friends, y'all.
दिल धड़काए और सीटी बजाए दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए बीच सड़क पे नखरे दिखाए सारे हो करके इशारे हो लड़की हो लड़की हो लड़की आंख मारे हो लड़की आंख मारे.
Hello everybody. We're here today to congratulate Maazen and Usra on this beautiful union. Maazen and Usra, we're so happy to be here, all of us, and celebrate this day with you. As old friends of Maazen, we've had the pleasure of watching him grow into a great man. And we're thrilled to see that this love for you has only grown over the years. And growing up down the street from Maazen was a wonderful experience because I could just roll over to his house any day and we'd be able to chat about life, love, and the movies that we love so dearly. And hoping that these conversations will lead you both to a fruitful life. And eternally thankful for all the memories we've been able to make over the years, and looking forward to the memories we'll make in the future. And as you move forward in your lives, there's a few words of wisdom that I just wanted to share with you both. The professional is the amateur who never quit. And as I see into your future, I see professionalism and grace. And just remember never to quit. No matter where you came from, never forget it. Never forget where you came from. And home is irreplaceable. And wishing you guys all the best on your next chapter in Boston. Maazen, next time I see you on a stage in a tux, it's going to be at the Oscars during your acceptance speech. And so, Usra should start picking out your red carpet dress now.
So I wasn't planning on speaking today, but given that Maazen is like a brother to me, I felt like I had to say a few words. Maazen, we've known each other for 10 years or so, but I've been so fortunate to be part of your life and to be part of this friend group that's really turned into a family. And I just want to say to Usra, welcome to our family. I hope you take good care of Maazen, because if you don't, we won't take care of you. But I'm sure you will, and I hope the best for both of you. Love you guys.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic. I'm just one of Maazen's friends from college, but I really want to take this opportunity to thank him and Usra for letting me be a part of this entire celebration and really get a piece of your culture. I love it. Everything is beautiful. Your family is beautiful. And I can really speak to everything that everybody has said, that you are really one of the kindest folks that I've met. And I appreciate being your friend and being a part of this experience. You're one of the coolest folks that I know. You really made my time at UF really fun. I really appreciated all the times we played basketball together, the concerts that we've been to, and everything that we've kind of experienced. And I wish you all the best on your trip to Boston and all your endeavors. You really are a good person, and I really appreciate being a part of this entire event. So thank you.
I think I'm more nervous than Maazen was at any event that he's had the past 3 days. I'm like shaking, my heart's racing, and Maazen looks beyond calm. I don't know how he does it. But for as long as I can remember, Maazen has had the biggest crush on Usra. And after all of these years about hearing about her and everything that's so wonderful about her, it makes me incredibly happy that I'm up on stage at their wedding. Honestly, with how much he spoke about her, what he said about her, with how much love you could see that he had for her, I'm not shocked that we're up here, but I am very, very happy that we're up here. And while I could give plenty of anecdotes and embarrass him about all the goofy stuff that we did in middle and high school, Usra, all I really want you to know is that you found the sweetest, most caring guy that I've ever met. And that includes me. I would give you advice for what to do if Maazen gets mad, but I've known him for half my life, and I have yet to see him get mad, so I think you're good. I'd also give you advice for what to do to make him happy, but the happiest I've ever seen him was 5 years ago at your engagement and the past 3 days. So as long as you're there, I know he'll be happy. Usra and Maazen, I wish you a lifetime of happiness together, and I am incredibly happy that, like Yassine said, that you're a part of our family now. So I'm excited for the future with you. Love you guys.
So next we will have someone that I recently met on this trip to Florida. I've never met this person before, and then I found out Manha was getting married to him, and I was like, who is this guy? And you know, from his pictures and from his personality, he has one of the deadliest smirks I've ever seen. Please give it up for Manha's husband, Maazen's brother-in-law, Hamza.
So I wasn't supposed to speak today. I was just supposed to be an MC. But I'm speaking on behalf of Manha, who's not here on baby duty. I had no idea what to say. I didn't have a speech planned. And if anyone was at my Walima, it did not go well. So I asked Manha, quick, text me 3 of the most important things, pieces of advice you'd give to Maazen and Usra. Number 1. This is the text she sends me. Team. Same team. I'm assuming that means teamwork. Maazen doesn't know anything about that. He's a Chelsea fan. But, you know, I think it's really important, you know, obviously to communicate, to act like a team. You two are together now for the rest of your life. It's important to be on the same team. You know, look out for one another. Pick each other up when you're down. and move forward in life together. Number 2, she said, and again, this is the exact text. Encourage each other to be best versions. Make the most of all seasons of life. Moments fleeting. Those are 2 and 3, I think. It sounds more like 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think what she's trying to say, and what I would say to you is, really try to be there for each other, during the ups and the downs. You want to be the best versions of each other. You want to help each other out. Understand when a person is, needs a little pick-me-up. Understand when a person needs a cheerleader, and just be there for each other. Make the most of all seasons of life. This is Florida. It's just always hot. I don't know what seasons she's talking about. But, I'm entering a different chapter in my marriage with Manha. We have a beautiful Noura, and she's really excited to have a beautiful Mamu and Mami in her life now. And, you always have to kind of be willing to adjust, work on the fly, and, grow old together. That means you two are going to change, you two are going to adjust to each other, and you're going to change each other, and just be cool with that. Oh my God. I'm just going to stop now. My beautiful wife, Manha.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. As Maazen's older sister, I have had the privilege of knowing him his whole life. And even though he is younger than me, he has taught me more through our 26 plus years together than anyone. Maazen taught me to be strong. Sometimes physically, as kids when we wrestled until he started to tower over me, but always, always emotionally. He taught me to be protective. He taught me to be brave. He taught me responsibility and resilience. He was my first friend, my first adversary, my school bus friend, my lunch buddy, my swimming partner, my video game coach. Through all our ups and downs, Maazen has been my biggest supporter through life and my fiercest ally. I can tell you, he is the same person today that he's always been. But in some ways, he has changed. Since Maazen met Usra a few years ago, he hasn't been the same. Usra stole Maazen's heart a long time ago, and I am forever thankful to him for bringing her into my life. I have seen Usra assimilate into our family with such ease over the years. She is so easy to love. I'm sure everyone here who knows her can agree. I never thought anyone was good enough for my sweet, handsome, intelligent brother. But upon getting to know Usra, I understood. Usra is a gem. There is nothing that she can't do. Also, she is the best travel partner that I've ever known. Arush, you were right yesterday. We are so blessed to have Usra in our family. Maazen, if Nama were here today, she would give you a hug, smell the top of your head, and tell you how much she loves you. I spent my childhood bossing Maazen around, thinking I was teaching him things, when really it was Maazen who taught me. It was Maazen who taught me the value of a dream and in seeing that dream through. And we are here today because of it. Usra, you are Maazen's dream come true. I love you both so much, and I will always be your big sister. I can't wait to see what life has in store for you.
Well, we heard all these beautiful words from Maazen and Usra, and we're going to go ahead and finish it off with a toast. Everybody has some halal apple cider on their table, and we ask everybody raise a beautiful toast to the beautiful couple, Maazen and Usra. Cheers. So now, after my awkward pause, Maazen is going to be speaking next. And it's funny, I just came up to him and I was like, hey, Maazen, you're going to speak next. He was like, okay. So give it up for Maazen.
Is it hot in here, or is it just Usra? So a couple hours ago, Hamza texted me saying, you're speaking. He didn't ask, he just said it. So I said, what am I supposed to say? Because obviously I've never done this before. He said, Dil ki baat karo. So I'll just do that. So speaking of Dil ki baat, Mummy, Daddy, I wanted to start with you. When you first met me, we went to Maggiano's. I was wearing a dress shirt tucked in with my sleeves rolled up and a weird belt and pants that didn't fit me. And I was definitely sweating way too much because I was very nervous. And I brought Manha with me because I just couldn't cope with the anxiety. And the moment I sat down, I felt like one of your sons. And I've never stopped feeling that way. Mummy, the first time we talked, you scared me a lot. She was asking me about my family. She said, Maazen, what do you do with your family? I said, my parents like to travel, so we travel a lot. She's like, I didn't ask what your parents like. I asked what you like. I said, I like to travel too. And we went from there. Daddy, the first thing Daddy said when I got to the table, well, the waiter came first. And the waiter came and said, are we celebrating anything today? And Daddy said, nothing with alcohol in the food. So I knew this guy meant business. I just want to thank you two for accepting me for who I am, not for what you want me to be. I've changed careers since you met me. All it took was one conversation. You believe in me, and I will always thank you for that, and I promise I will make you proud. Arushi, I think one day you're actually going to fight me because you've been threatening to do it for like 5 years. And you'll probably win. I know I'm taking your favorite person away from you, but like I told you yesterday, we made a side deal. I have to Venmo her some extra cash. And she's going to be the first person to visit us in Boston. I'm going to book your ticket, and we're going to party it up in Boston. So, Dil ki baat. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to, when it was just me and Manha, I wanted a brother, right? I wanted a big brother. Manha was great. She'd beat me up. It was awesome. But, I wanted another guy around, right? Found out my mom was expecting, got a sister. She's awesome. She's the best. Still wanted a brother, right? Then came Maaz, right? Maaz is awesome. Maaz is the coolest person I know. But sometimes I hate him. But there's something about, something about brothers, just can't get over it. So when Manha got married, I cried a lot. If you were there, you saw it. Cried a lot.
But I was just so happy, you know, I had a brother, I had Hamza, I had a big brother. He could give me advice, he could tell me, you know, I have to speak at my Walima without asking. You know, no, who else can do that? But, you know, I just wanted more brothers. The concept of brotherhood just appealed to me. So when I married Usra, I got 2 more brothers. Zobi Shariar. So the first memory I have, maybe it wasn't the first memory I have was one of those 3 a.m. Windermere Prep basketball runs. If you know, you know. They get pretty heated. There's no lights, we gotta put up our own lights. There's no AC. It gets really hot in there. And Zobi's fast, right? Zobi's a track star. Zobi's coming down the court, puts a move on me, scores a layup, says something back to me, right? I didn't like it. We went back and forth, probably used some words I shouldn't have. And I regret it to this day. Shayar too. Shayar is guarding me, going down the court, fouled me all the time like usual. You know, said some things I shouldn't have. But now I realize that's what brothers do, right? So I couldn't be more thankful to have you two as brothers. Mom, Dad, if I'm taking too long, just let me know. Mom, Dad, you guys are my best friends. Did it? So people ask me, you know, so I'm doing film production, and people ask me why, you know, like when did this start? I don't really know, but my earliest movie or film memory was making Data take me to the director's cut of Lord of the Rings. It's 4.5 hours. He'd take me, we went like 3 times. He'd fall asleep in the first 10 minutes every time. But he would never complain. He would always take me. Mom, when Dad was working, Mommy would stuff popcorn into her purse, stuff a bunch of candy in her purse, smuggle it in, and we watched like 3-4 movies in a row. That's where it really started for me. And even to this day, you guys are always down to watch a movie, put something up on Netflix. I know you're gonna fall asleep in the first 30 minutes, but you're always down. So, Dil Ki Baat. Dil Ki Baat. Yusra. Yusra is why we're here, right? It's not for me, it's for Yusra. So I'm going to talk about Yusra for a second, then I'll wrap it up. So, if you're deciding where to eat with Yusra, it's not easy, right? She'll never tell you what she's thinking. She'll make you list a few options, she'll make a few faces, and then she'll say, whatever you want. But she knows what she wants. She just wants you to pick it for her. I don't really remember much about my life before Usra. It's kind of a blur. Didn't know where I was going, what I was gonna do. Then I met her, and things just got, you know, more vivid. Felt like I was looking in 2020 for the first time, 2020 Technicolor. And now I know who I am. I'm up on stage just making stuff up right now. And I don't really care because I'm here with Yusra. So just to wrap things up, this has probably been the happiest 3-4 days of my life. And people like Rahel keep saying, oh, you're so calm, Shujan. Keep saying, oh, you're so calm. You know, how, why? You're getting married. I guess if you're marrying your best friend, person you absolutely wanted to be with since you met her, then there's really no reason to be nervous. So everything is gravy after this. Zain Latif is wearing a tie. That's when you know it's a big event. Yeah, I just look around the room and I see a bunch of people looking back with nothing but love. You know, people came from all over the world, not to rehash my dad's, you know, things that went on forever, but people just off the top of my head, you know, came from Chicago, LA, Houston, Boston, Baltimore, Pakistan, Verdansk. So I just really thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'll just stop making stuff up off the top of my head. And yeah, Rohil, come get this mic.
तेरे इश्क में डूबा रहे दिन रात यूं ही सदा मेरे ख्वाब से आंखें तेरी एक पल न होए जुदा मेरा नाम तू
So, a wonderful weekend, and I want to end it by thanking the Moyuddin family, all of them. They are a living example of what families should be like, mashallah, 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 and how they make anyone that walks through their door feel like family too. A big round of applause for them, everybody. I want to thank everyone for again making this weekend so special. To all the people that traveled here from far, a big safe travels back home, inshallah. And please remain seated. The staff will start releasing everyone for food in a few minutes, and we're going to start with the bride's side. Lastly, one last big round of applause for Maazen and Usra.
Honey, you are a rock upon which I stand, and I come here to talk. I hope you understand.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, just remain seated as your table is released. They will be releasing the bride's side first.
Shines upon you, and how could anybody deny you? I came here with a load, and it feels so much lighter now I met you. And honey, you should know that I could never go on without you. Green eyes, honey, you are the sea upon which I flow, and I came here to talk. I think you should know. You're the one that I wanted to find, and anyone who tried to deny you must be out of their mind, because I came here with a love.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, please do not go for dinner until your table is released. So we appreciate everybody understanding that concept, so please do not proceed for dinner until your table is released. You could wait in your comfort of your seat or wait in line.
Honey, you are a rock upon which I stand.
मेरा मेरा मेरा, तू ही मेरा मेरा मेरा, तू ही मेरा मेरा मेरा। है तेरी चाहत, तेरी जरूरत, सुनी है तुझ बिन दुनिया मेरी, ना रह सकूंगा मैं दूर इनसे, है मेरी जन्नत गलियां तेरी। तेरी चाहत, तेरी जरूरत, सुनी है तुझ बिन दुनिया मेरी, ना रह सकूंगा मैं दूर इनसे, है मेरी जन्नत गलियां तेरी। उम्मीद ये सीने में लेके मैं हूँ जी रहा, कभी तू मिले मुझसे कहे कि मैं हूँ बस तेरा, तू ही मेरा मेरा मेरा, 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 तू ही मेरा मेरा मेरा। तू ही है किस्मत, तू ही है रहमत, तुझसे जुड़ी है मेरी हर खुशी, तू ही मोहब्बत, तू ही है राहत, लगती भली है तेरी सादगी, पाता हूँ खुद को हर घड़ी तेरे बिना तन्हा, मुझे थाम ले मुझे रोक ले, भटका हूँ मैं भटका, तू ही मेरा मेरा मेरा, 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 तू ही मेरा, तू ही मेरा, तू ही मेरा मेरा 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 मेरा।
I feel love when I look into your eyes. I believe if you move out from my side, I'll be losing grip on you, grip on you. देखो करीब से मिले हैं नसीब से, आएगा पल ये फिर कहाँ, आज अचानक तुमसे मिले हम, ये तो नहीं है बेवजह, पूछो जरा इस दिल से, हम हैं मिले मुश्किल से, कल फिर ना हो हम जो यहाँ, गजब का है दिन सोचो जरा, ये दीवानापन देखो जरा, तुम हो अकेले हम भी अकेले, मजा आ रहा है कसम से, कसम से। I feel love when I look into your eyes. I believe देखो करीब से मिले हैं नसीब से आएगा पल ये फिर कहाँ आज अचानक तुमसे मिले हम ये तो नहीं है बेवजह पूछो जरा इस दिल से हम हैं मिले मुश्किल से कल फिर ना हम जो यहाँ गजब का है दिन सोचो जरा ये दीवानापन देखो जरा तुम हो अकेले हम भी अकेले मजा आ रहा है कसम से I feel love when I look into your eyes. I believe if you move out from my side, I'll be losing without you. आज से तेरी सारी गलियां मेरी हो गई आज से मेरा घर तेरा हो गया आज से तेरी सारी गलियां मेरी हो गई आज से मेरा घर तेरा हो गया आज से मेरी सारी खुशियाँ तेरी हो गई आज से तेरा गम मेरा हो गया ओ तेरे कांधे का जो दिल है ओ तेरे सीने में जो दिल है ओ तेरी बिजली का जो बिल है आज से मेरा हो गया ओ मेरे ख्वाबों का अंबर ओ मेरी खुशियों का समंदर ओ मेरे पिन कोड का नंबर आज से तेरा हो गया मैं दिल से लगा के झूमूंगा मेरी छोटी सी भूलों को तू नदिया में बहा देना तेरे जूड़े के फूलों को मैं अपनी शर्ट में पहनूंगा बस मेरे लिए तू मालपुए कभी कभी बना देना आज से मेरी सारी रतियां तेरी हो गई आज से तेरा दिन मेरा हो गया वो तेरे कांधे का जो दिल है वो तेरे सीने में जो दिल है वो तेरी बिजली का जो बिल है आज से मेरा हो गया वो मेरे ख्वाबों का अंबर वो मेरी खुशियों का समंदर ओ मेरे पिन कोड का नंबर आज से तेरा हो गया
बस मेरे लिए तू खिल के कभी मुस्कुरा देना आज से मेरी सारी सदियां तेरी हो गई आज से तेरा पल मेरा हो गया वो तेरे कांधे का जो दिल है वो तेरे सीने में जो दिल है वो तेरी बिजली का जो बिल है आज से मेरा हो गया ओ मेरे ख्वाबों का अंबर ओ मेरी खुशियों का समंदर ओ मेरे पिन कोड का नंबर आज से तेरा हो गया
Something about the way that you talk to me even when you're not around I feel you boy I feel you boy yeah. Tangled in your love and your energy perhaps it was the way that you smile I see you boy oh I did you boy yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you find someone like you yeah 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 I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you find someone like you maybe I want this to last forever maybe I want this can we make this last forever nothing's ever perfect but you're perfect to me fuck been asleep you're a dream I need you though we got a past I want you and even when it's bad I love you I've been waiting my whole life find someone like you find someone like you yeah 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 I've been waiting my whole life find someone like you find someone like you oh baby I want this oh my I want this to last forever oh yeah baby I want this can we make this last forever make it last yeah oh yeah yeah waiting my whole life to find someone like you find someone like you yeah I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you find someone like you tell me can we make it last I want this to last forever I want this oh can we make this last forever
A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but boy they pour when I'm thinking about you. Oh no, 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 I've been thinking about you. You no, 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 I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you, or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh. Or do you not think
thought you were cool enough to kick it. Got a beach house, I could sell you in Idaho. Since you think I don't love you, I just thought you were cute. That's why I kiss you. Got a fighter jet, I don't get to fly it though. I'm lying down thinking about you. Oh no, no, no. I've been thinking about you. You no, no, no. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you, or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Yes, of course, I remember. How could I forget how you feel? You know you were my first time, a new feel. It won't ever get old, not in my soul, not in my spirit, keep it alive. We'll go down this road till it turns from color to black and white. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh.
सूरज हुआ मध्यम, चांद जलने लगा, आसमां ये हाय क्यों पिघलने लगा। मैं ठहरा रहा, ज़मीं चलने लगी, धड़का ये दिल, सांस थमने लगी। ओ क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है सजना, क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है।
सूरज हुआ मध्यम, चांद जलने लगा, आसमां ये हाय क्यों पिघलने लगा। मैं ठहरी रही, ज़मीं चलने लगी, धड़का ये दिल, सांस थमने लगी। हाँ क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है सजना, क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है।
है खूबसूरत ये पल, सब कुछ रहा है बदल, सपने हकीकत में जो ढल रहे हैं। क्या सदियों से पुराना है रिश्ता ये हमारा, कि जिस तरह तुमसे हम मिल रहे हैं।
यूं ही रहे हरदम
जमी चलने लगी धड़का ये दिल सांस थमने लगी
क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है सजना क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है
सागर हुआ प्यासा रात जगने लगी शोलों के दिल में भी आग जलने लगी
मैं ठहरी रही जमीन चलने लगी धड़का ये दिल सांस थमने लगी
क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है
सजना
क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है सूरज हुआ मत्थम चांद चलने लगा आसमां ये हाय क्यों पिघलने लगा सजना क्या ये मेरा पहला पहला प्यार है तेरे ख्यालों में गुजरता है दिन मेरा जाना तू जाने ना आशिक हूँ मैं तेरा तेरे ख्यालों में गुजरता है दिन मेरा जाना तू जाने ना आशिक हूँ मैं तेरा सारी रात आए तेरी याद ऐनी सोनी क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरा हो गया हो जा मेरी तू ऐनी सोनी क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरा हो गया हो जा मेरी तू
तुझको मैं अपनी बसा लूंगी तू चाहे या चाहे ना तुझे अपना बना लूंगी आंखों में तुझको मैं अपनी बसा लूंगी चाहे ना तुझे अपना बना लूंगी
तू मेरी बन गई है जान ऐनी सोनी क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरा हो गया हो जा मेरी तू
ऐना सोना क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरी हो गई हो जा मेरा तू आई हूँ दुनिया में एक तेरे ही वास्ते मंजिल एक है और एक ही रास्ते आई हूँ दुनिया में एक तेरे ही वास्ते मंजिल एक है और एक ही रास्ते
तेरे प्यार दा कमाल ऐनी सोनी क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरा हो गया हो जा मेरी तू
ऐना सोना क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरी हो गई हो जा मेरा तू
ऐनी सोनी क्यों लगे तू मैनू मैं तेरा हो गया हो जा मेरी तू तेरे सामने बना ले मुझे आईना कि मेरे हर लफ्ज का तू ही एक मायना मैं रहूं तेरे सामने बना ले मुझे आईना कि मेरे हर लफ्ज का तू ही मायना तू चाहे इल्जाम दे या फिर कर ले गिला सहूंगा हर दर्द में जो मुझे बस तू मिला मैं रहूं तेरे सामने बना ले मुझे आईना हर लफ्ज का तू ही एक मायना
जहाँ पे मेरी जुस्तजू होके तुझसे ही तो रूबरू मुझे मरहम मिला और तभी तेरी आंखों से उतरी हंसी मेरे होठों पे आके बसी मुझे हमदम मिला
मेरे हाथों की इन लकीरों में बस जा मैं आया तुझे थामने थामने मैं रहूं तेरे सामने बना ले मुझे आईना कि मेरे हर लफ्ज का तू ही एक मायना
बस यूं तेरी बाहों में बैठी रहूं राज दिल के तुझे से कहूं तो चले सिलसिला जो कभी एक लम्हा लगे एक सदी मैं दोबारा बनूं अजनबी मुझे खुद से मिला
कहानी ये दो रूह के कश्मकश की लिखी है इसी शाम ने मैं रहूं तेरे सामने बना ले मुझे आईना कि मेरे हर लफ्ज का तू ही एक मायना इश्क की धूल रोज जलाए उठता धुआं तो कैसे छुपाए अखियां करे जी हजूरी मांगे है तेरी मंजूरी कजरा सियाही दिन रंग जाए तेरी कस्तूरी रैन जगाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए चाहे भी तो भूल न पाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन तेरा नाम दोहराए
मुझको सुहाए
तुझ संग सूखी रोटी भाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए तो चाहे भी तो भूल न पाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन तेरा नाम
बुलावे तुझे यारे आज मेरी गलियां बसाऊं तेरे संग मैं अलग दुनिया ना आए कभी दोनों में जरा भी फासले बस एक तू हो एक मैं हूँ और कोई ना है मेरा सब कुछ तेरा तू समझ ले तू चाहे मेरे हक की जमीन रख ले तू सांसों पे भी नाम तेरा लिख दे मैं जीऊं जब जब तेरा दिल धड़के कुछ भी नहीं असर अब करता मेरी राह तुझसे मेरी चाहत तुझसे मुझे बस यही रह जाना लगी है तेरी आदतें मुझे जब से है तेरे बिन पल भी बरस लगते बुलावे तुझे यार आज मेरी गलियां बसाऊं तेरे संग मैं अलग दुनिया जो होवे तू उदास मुझे देखे हंस दे तू चाहे मेरे हक की जमीन रख ले तू सांसों पे भी नाम तेरा लिख दे मैं जीऊं जब जब तेरा दिल धड़के
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of you finished up with dinner, dessert is available, as well as coffee and some chai. So please help yourselves. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a cake cutting, as well as our videographers for this wonderful wedding weekend are going to be sharing a highlight video in a matter of moments. So what we're going to do is once you guys get your dessert, please take a seat and we will continue with our program.
जो होवे तू दस मुझे देखे हंस दे तू चाहे मेरे हक की जमीन रख ले तो सांसों पे भी नाम तेरा लिख दे मैं जीऊं जब जब तेरा दिल धड़के
प्यार तेरा वक्त यार तू ले आया मैनू जीने दा मतलब आज समझ आया
अखियां देखो रह जाने दे कहना है जो कह जाने दे तेरे ख्यालों में बीते रातें दिल मेरा मांगे एक ही दुआ
हुआ तू सामने हो और करूं मैं बातें लम्हा रहे यूं ठहरा हुआ पहले तो कभी यूं मुझको ना ऐसा कुछ हुआ दीवानी लहरों को जैसे साहिल मिला एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा ओ मेरे सोनिया वे छड़ सारी गलियां में नाल तेरे तुर चलिया मैं ले चलूं मुझको दुनिया से तू दूर चोरी चोरी जद तेनू तक्या मैं खुद को संभाल न सकिया मैं चढ़ गया सजना तेरा ये फितूर रंग जानी रे मर जानी रात कहनी जो थी कह दे वो बात लग जानी रे मर जानी रात कहनी जो थी कह दे वो एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'm going to request all guests to please settle down. Do take a seat, as we are going to be sharing our video here of the festivities of this wonderful wedding weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask everybody to please kindly settle down. I'm also going to ask for the bride and groom to please come off stage. We're going to have you guys take a seat across the dance floor.
पहला नशा पहला खुमार नया प्यार है नया इंतजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना हाल ऐ दिले बेकरार मेरे दिले बेकरार तू ही बता पहला नशा पहला खुमार उड़ता ही फिरूं इन हवाओं में कहीं या मैं झूल जाऊं इन घटाओं में कहीं उड़ता ही फिरूं इन हवाओं में कहीं या मैं झूल जाऊं इन घटाओं में कहीं एक कर दूं आसमां और ज़मीन कहो यारो क्या करूं क्या नहीं पहला नशा पहला खुमार नया प्यार है नया इंतजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना हाल ऐ दिले बेकरार
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask everybody to kindly settle down. We have a highlight video that we are going to be showing you. You're going to see a number of familiar faces on this video here, probably yourselves. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the bride and groom. Please, we need 2 chairs at the top of the dance floor there. Once again, we need 2 chairs for the bride and groom at the top of the dance floor there.
शायद कभी न कह सकूं मैं तुमको कहे बिना समझ लो तुम शायद मेरे ख्याल में तुम एक दिन मिलो मुझे कहीं पे गुम शायद जो तुम ना हो रहेंगे हम नहीं जो तुम न हो रहेंगे हम नहीं न चाहिए कुछ तुमसे ज्यादा तुमसे कम नहीं.
All right. At this time, we're going to request our bride and groom to please take a seat over there by the edge of that dance floor. Once again, guys, you'll have plenty of time to get pictures taken with the bride and groom in a more comfortable setting out on the dance floor. So at this time, we are going to request our bride and groom to work their way over to the edge of that dance floor. Do take a seat, ladies and gentlemen. I reviewed the video, and I got to tell you something. I am impressed. You guys are going to love this video.
खुद ही सवाल करके खुद ही जवाब देना तेरी तरफ से बिन काम काम करना जाना कहीं हो चाहे हर बार ही गुजरना तेरी तरफ से ये कोई जो धीमी धीमी धड़कन है ना मेरी बढ़ जाने दे खुशबू जो है ना तेरी चढ़ जाने दे सारे के सारे जो सिरे हैं दिल के आजा खोल दे सपने हमारे हवाओं के हवाले छोड़ दे आजा बुझिल जरा आसमां को दिल जरा
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, guys, a round of applause for Ballerina Films. Come on. These guys are coming all the way from LA, and they put this same day edit together, guys. One more time, a round of applause. Come on. If we can get the lights back up just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special performance for our bride and groom. He's going to be performing on guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's welcome Zen.
Sorry, let me play another song. Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Come on, wonderful job. Now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our bride and groom for the cake cutting.
Such a lot of world to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our newlyweds. Come on. I'm going your way to drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, moon right. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, what do you say? Let's bring out our bride and groom down to the center of the floor.
हिसाब ना तक दिया ओ लगदी लाहौर दिया जिस हिसाब ना हस दिया कुड़ी दा पता करो केड़े पिंड दिया केड़े शहर दिया ओ लगदी लाहौर दिया
oh yes
जिस हिसाब ना हस दिया ओ लगदी पंजाब दिया जिस हिसाब ना तक दिया